why big data is so popular? So before understanding what is big data, you should know what type of data IT industry is going to be storing and processing. As I told you already, IT industry is going to be doing two activities. One activity, it is going to be storing company's data. Second one is that it is going to be processing the data. If you want to store company's data, there are four things that you need to understand. If it is KBs of data, megabytes of data, IT industry is going to be storing in files, maybe Excel file, maybe CSV file. For example, my company Go Online Trainings, students inquiries data. Every month we get 1,000, 2,000 inquiries. All the data my team is going to be storing in Excel sheets. But think about Amazon company. Every month Amazon company is going to get 500 GB or 1000 GB of data. So that kind of a data, we will not be able to store in a file like Excel or CSV file. So Amazon company is going to be using one more software called SQL. It is also called as RDBMS software like Oracle, SQL Server, DB2. Thousands of tools are available worldwide to store GBs of data. Every month Amazon is going to get 500 GB of data into 12 months data is equivalent to 6000 GB, that is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data. So 1 year data of Amazon is 6 terabyte into 10 years of data, it will become 60 terabytes of data. Amazon company cannot store in normal RDBMS or in SQL. So there is a separate software or systems have been defined by IT industry, that is data warehousing. When you have a terabytes of data, IT industry is going to be using data warehousing concept or the machines. So where terabytes of data is going to be processed and stored. But now after year 2000, because of social media, because of internet and phones, many people started by, using phones, laptops, hardware became so cheaper. Many people started producing the data. So this kind of a data is called as a big data. Big data means a petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data, unlimited data. So in year 2003, big data name is given by Google, that is released. After that, it has released lots of white papers on the big data in Apache company. So there is a software called Hadoop software released in 2006. And that is the first software to store big amount of data. Big data means maybe structured data, data in tables, SQL data. That is structured data. The second type of the data is called as unstructured data, called as binary data, audios, videos, pictures, scanned documents, this kind of a data that also can be stored in your big data. Third one will be machines are going to be, creating a lot of files, XML files, JSON files to store the data. So that is a semi-structured data. So that kind of a data we have in petabyte, zettabyte. First problem is storing. Second problem is, processing. How do you do that? So there is a software invented by Apache Software Foundation in 2006. Using Apache software, you will be able to store large amount of data. So today, data is more and more. So today's data, and when you compare with tomorrow's data, definitely tomorrow's data will be more and more. So you have plenty opportunities when you learn big data or big data engineering course. So you are going to be learning what is Hadoop, what is data warehousing, what is Apache Spark, Databricks. So it is a 6 months course. And you need to know SQL and Python coding. So as a big data engineer, the rules and responsibilities are get the data of the company. You are going to be cleaning the data and you're going to be storing the data in different platforms, depends upon the size. If it is a GBs of data, you may use SQL. If it is terabytes of data, you may use data warehousing. If it is big data, you may use Apache, Spark or Hadoop, or both of them you can use today, or we are going to be using today Databricks. Or we may be using Apache Kafka or BigQuery, any platform that you can use to process big data. So if you want to become a big data engineer or data engineer today, so these are technologies you need to learn properly. Prerequisite is SQL, 30-40 days of SQL you should know, and Python is also at least 30-40 days Python you should know. Don't learn full stack Python, that is a 6 months course. If you wanted to become a data engineer, roadmap will be SQL, you need to learn 30-40 days, daily 1-2 hours practice. Python, you need to learn only 30-40 days. Basic Python, you need to know daily 1 to 2 hours. Then one cloud, you should know either Azure or AWS or Google Cloud Platform, you should know. Plus, you're going to be learning Apache Spark and Databricks along with the data warehousing concept. 6 months time, if you keep aside and daily 2 to 3 hours if you practice, you will be able to get big data engineer role, because day by day data is crucial. Because if you wanted to use AI, because without AI the IT industry, the entire globe will not work. But AI needs data. Who's going to be producing the data? You. Data engineers are going to be collecting the data, producing the, cleaning the data, storing the data. This data will be given to AI application. So AI is completely depends upon the data. You should not be going and learning AI skills. Today, Gen AI is everybody talking about generative AI. This is released in 2020. I strongly recommend not to go to directly Gen AI or AI. Either you come into data analytics or data engineering. And data analytics, no coding, low coding, any BCom guys, housewives, any non-technical people can learn data analytics using Power BI. And the roadmap also I can give you later, or you can call my number and go get the career guidance for the data analytics separately. But if you want to write some coding, if you love coding, means at least medium level of coding, if you do, if you like that kind of a coding, then choose big data engineering. Because AI today can work if you give the data only. So AI depends upon the data. So data engineering will have next 5 years 150% opportunities worldwide. So get ready for the big data technologies. Talk to us, enroll with us. We are going to be giving 6 months complete training on big data engineering, starting with SQL, Python, Azure. We are going to be providing data warehousing, plus Apache Spark, Databricks, along with your Azure Data Factory will be covered in the big data engineering. Then minimum salary packages in India, you will be able to get it. If you keep minimum 3 years of experience, you can get 15 to 25 lakhs in India. Abroad, minimum 70K to 1.5 lakhs USD, you will be able to get it in abroad, US, UK countries. And if you wanted to work as a fresher, 8 lakhs to 10 lakhs jobs you will be able to get it. Freshers don't apply without skills. Don't go without skills anywhere. Try to get into data engineering or data analytics. Don't only stop your learning with full stack Python or full stack Java. I strongly recommend to get into this kind of a courses, big data engineering or data analytics, so that you are ready for the data oriented technologies. Plus, you can slowly migrate to Gen AI. 2020, Gen AI is released. Lot of people are, using Gen AI, that is generative AI, that is Chat GPT I'm talking about. That is level 0 of Chat GPT. Any can use, that is Gen AI tool, right? But level 1, level 2, level 3 Gen AI tools where a developer can learn. So don't directly jump into Gen AI kind of a technologies. It will take a minimum 1.5 year to learn. So I strongly recommend coming to data analytics if you don't like coding. And if you like coding, you will be get into data engineering. So age is not a problem. 20, 30, 40 years doesn't matter. Only thing is that daily you need to keep 2 to 3 hours time. And online platform we are going to be offering. So a lot of our students are able to crack very bigger packages by sitting at home, learning the technologies from the best mentor. Always I say, it is not, the course is not important. You need to have a best mentor in your life. And from very basic level to advanced level of training, we are going to be giving towards data analytics and data engineering, that is big data technologies. Talk to us and see our Google reviews, and enroll for the free demos, so that you can finalize, you can have a bright future. Remember, without skill, even though you have a BTech degree, MTech degree, there is no use at all. Remember this point forever. You need to upskill, you need to reskill. That is very, very important. One guy told me yesterday, he said, Bhaskar, I lost a job. But he told me clearly, I would have lost this job 5 years back. because 5 years simply I was not getting any increment. I was doing whatever I knew 5 years back. In last 5 years I did not upskill myself, reskill myself. Today I'm completely lost. But if I would have lost this job 5 years back, I would have upskilled, I would have got lot many opportunities. If somebody says I lost my job, means you should be happy and get into upskilling and reskilling, and don't be there in the company for 5 10 years on the same technology. You will be one day out of the company. You will be thrown out of the company when you don't add value to the company will remove you, remove completely from the project. So remember to upskill yourself. Course is not important. Any course anywhere you can learn, but if you learn a course with the best mentor, you will see beautiful career. Thank you guys. Please subscribe Go Online Trainings YouTube channel.